been feeling really sad lately, and the truth is, I've been feeling really sad for a long time. I feel like if I say anything about this or talk to people about it, they just think it's postpartum depression, and maybe it is postpartum depression, but honestly, to me, it just feels like motherhood has illuminated so many things that were already beneath the surface before I conceived. I feel like anything can be medicine or poison depending on how you receive it and how you choose to act within the situation or the circumstances. I think that's why so many women have postpartum depression. I have this theory that by nature, once we have a child, everything wrong in our lives comes up to the surface so we can fix things. And I think that's really hard to deal with, especially when you are taking care of a small child for the first time ever. Because like 99% of your time goes to this child and goes towards being a mother. For me, what's coming up is motherhood has illuminated all the places where I haven't been living fully authentic as myself. And it feels funny to say that because genuinely, before I had my child, I felt like I was being as authentic as I possibly could, and I feel like there was just so much going on that I was just choosing not to be aware of. Was aware of it deep down, but I just wasn't in a circumstance where like I had to be aware of it. And that's why I think when things get hard, all these things from the past come up, because when we're just suppressing all these things that don't work for us, like they just become so much more apparent when things are hard and not like easy and catered to like working around these things. I think a lot of the reason why I have held myself back in so many ways is out of fear of judgment and criticism and just what people will think. And I think ultimately all these fears lead down to the very root fear of being alone and being isolated and being rejected. And I guess I'm realizing I am kind of alone and isolated because ever since I've had a child, I've just really cocooned myself and shut myself off and protected myself from the world. I've just been so sensitive to anything or anyone that I could imagine would hurt me, and so I've just built up some pretty big walls around me, and I've just been so lonely and alone ever since having a child. I don't think we're supposed to raise our children alone. We're really not. It's kind of funny how by trying to avoid what we are afraid of, we create what we're afraid of. I think that's what has been really coming into my field of awareness, especially this past couple weeks, and I feel like the more aware of it I am, like the more terrible it feels. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but I feel like healing just sucks sometimes. It just gets worse before it gets better. I'm just in this phase of life where I really just have to learn to like slow down and accept what is from within this space of slowness and deep shedding, letting go of everything I thought I was, everything I believed, and everything. Literally having a child, I feel like I've had the biggest shed I've ever had. Now I'm in a place where I get to start living authentic, like truly authentic, because I haven't been. I feel like I tricked myself so well because I would microdose authenticity. I would never just like go all in. And the fears that I held around it, I'm now seeing were just like so irrational. I mean, and it's not like there's anything like super crazy that I feel like I'm holding myself back from, but I just see where like in little micro small ways I keep myself small by trying to be palatable to others, and the truth is I'm not palatable to others. I guess a huge way this has been showing up for me is becoming a mom and realizing I'm not cut out to be a housewife. Like I'm truly not. Like cooking and cleaning all day, every day is literally my least favorite thing ever. I just feel like I lose inspiration to go through each day, and I feel like I've just got stuck in this cycle of feeling like I can't do enough because I just can't get my damn house clean. I feel like I've confused motherhood with being like a housewife. I've confused motherhood with cooking, and I've confused it with cleaning, and I've just been telling myself that I've been this terrible mom because I can't keep up with all these things that really don't have anything to do with my child. Like I do enjoy cooking and cleaning at times, but I do not want it to become my life. I don't want to be in a house all the time. Like I just don't. I would rather be in nature. My baby would rather be in nature, and so would my dog. You can still be a good mom and not be confined into a house in a little space, you know. I just can't. I can't. I feel like maybe because it's the end of winter and it's starting to warm up, but I feel like I was losing my mind. Deep, true authenticity for me is when I can just be in the earth and just connect with the earth and slow down, and like, yes, healthy eating and having a clean home does have some importance to me. I think there's just something that needs to be simplified in my life so I can just reconnect to this part of myself that I feel like is deeply missing. I kind of feel like the best way I can describe it is just feeling like a wild animal put in a cage. Honestly, guys, I just want to live in a little tiny cabin that you walk outside and this is what you come out to. I know all my problems wouldn't go away. I know my problems will follow me wherever I go, but just having that type of access to nature is the biggest dream that I could dream. Yeah, instead of just like moping around and feeling like my life sucks because I'm stuck in a little townhome and it takes me time to get to these mountains, I'm just gonna do it anyways. Yeah, I don't know what that's gonna look like, but it's warming up outside and I'm just gonna start going outside and I'm gonna start letting my house be a fucking wreck. I don't even care anymore because like it feels like a never ending job. I'm just gonna go outside, like I'm happier, my baby's happier, and everyone's happier. So I guess that's just my thoughts while I'm sitting out here in nature in the past few weeks and just my entire life and existence, honestly.